Today, Precarious plays
Subnautica. The mermaid thing that you brought up makes me remember how many strong feelings I have about mermaids.
Yeah.
You know, mermaids were a big deal for me when I was really little, and this was before the most recent mermaid craze, although I don't think mermaids have ever been really unpopular. But two pieces of information arrived in my young brain at roughly the same time. But there's one down there. Yeah, you see it. And one of those pieces of information was The Little Mermaid came out.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it had been out, but I saw The Little Mermaid for the first time. And that was captivating and fun and lovely. And then also I was made aware of the fact that I was a Pisces.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was a water sign, and Pisces are fish, you know? But am also not fish. So I was fish, not fish.
Ah.
Right? So, and I was also small and silly and young.
Mm-hmm.
Much like a certain Disney princess.
I see.
So that was my Disney princess. And also, she was weirder than all of the other Disney princesses. Because she was like a weirdo. I mean, think of this like very fancy royal sea leader daughter princess, okay? But,
these are going to be full of junks going from right to left.
Okay. That sounds good. But like, everybody has a thing that makes them sort of odd, like, as a Disney princess, or makes them special, you know? Belle has her books.
Is literate,
I know. Friggin' odd. Awkward. I can read. Oh. Wow.
You're not gonna have a good time around here, are you?
Sorry that you get to hear about life. Yeah, you're gonna find some things out, and it's gonna make it dissatisfying to be around.
All systems online.
And I liked Belle too, but I was not as young for Beauty and the Beast as I was. And so Jasmine's quirk, for example, is that she's willing to talk to the pores. Weirdo. Okay. Cinderella's...
She's like, she's poverty curious.
Poverty curious, yeah. Cinderella's weird thing is that she is not a princess. And she's in fact just a poorly treated stepdaughter, you know? So then Mulan's quirk is that she is a fighter and is better or as good at fighting and as she is at doing the other stuff. You know, so everybody's got a quirk, but Ariel's, to me, was a lot special in comparison because she was like, oh, I have a secret cave. I have a secret grotto far away from my family, so I have a secret hideout where I collect things that I find interesting from a different people, and I just put them there. Did you just crash our ships together?
No, it just sounded worse than it actually was.
Okay. Well, anyways, so she has a secret hideaway where instead of going and socializing with people, she just collects and saves objects and then speculates to their use and observes.
God, I'm trying so hard to not sing the song right now.
I know, me too. Every time we come down here.
That's when I'm... those pricks.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so she's a very curious loner with a collection of strange things that she just goes and checks on.
Yeah, I mean, just look at the stuff.
I mean, isn't it neat? So that just felt right to me as a kid. And then so if I had to pick one Disney princess, because these are the types of quizzes and challenges that society will have us do. Mm-hmm. If I had to do like one Disney princess, favorite Disney princess hands down, it would be Ariel every single time. Also, her hair was red. Who has red hair? That's amazing. That's amazing. I'd never to that point in my life seen anyone with red hair. It didn't exist. It was not... I was like, she's magic.
Cyclops fire suppression system? Ugh.
Yeah, well, you know how often we light ourselves on fire, right? Never. We don't do that.
Listen, if you need that, you're in a bad spot. I don't know if it's going to be enough to help.
I think some people just like to live on the edge and make things more difficult than they are. But yeah, and then here's the other bit of it. So I was very enthralled with sea life. I read a lot of like books about marine biology. I would read books about mythology, like everything about the ocean was my thing when I was like, I want to say up until about 3rd grade or so. Because I think 3rd grade there was a major shift into I like horses, horses are cool. But before that, it was really...
And then you discovered a centaur.
I did! Fantasia is really like where I first saw centaurs. But we'll get into that a different time, I'm sure. But
I can't remember who I was more enamored with, Ariel or Jasmine.
Okay, Jasmine was definitely like, if you had to say who is most beautiful princess, Jasmine is my favorite princess. But if you were to say who princess you be, I say Ariel. But I haven't gotten to the second half of this. Okay. I was kind of sad.
So the mermaid tale?
Yeah, the mermaid tale. Yeah, the second half of the mermaid tale.
Yeah.
The thing with Ariel is that I thought the second half of the movie was kind of bullshit because I was like, why do you want to do that? That seems dumb. Why don't you just continue to observe?
Real fast, this is the Varia suit.
Oh, sweet. Oh, yeah. Nice.
And we can actually put it on and we can wear it because we don't need the radiation suit anymore.
Mm-hmm. But I used to think about what I would have asked Ursula for instead.
Oh.
And
dork.
Yeah. Well, you got a lot of time to think when you're like 5, you know, and so I would think about what I would have asked Ursula for instead, and I was like, what if legs some of the time? What if a good scuba suit? And then I was like, but then also being 5, I had read this book about a fish with shiny scales, like iridescent scales, and the book had like iridescent foils on the pages. And it was a book where the fish, he was completely covered in beautiful shiny scales, and people made fun of the shiny scales.
I think I remember that book.
And then he slowly was like, you know what, why don't I give them a couple of my scales? And so he slowly passed out and traded the shiny scales.
Yeah.
Until like all of his buddies had shiny scales and he had shiny scales too. And it was really cool. And I was like, man, that would look so badass on a mermaid. So I'm like, a few iridescent scales and then occasional like people pants that you could put on, and like air breathing. So that I, as a mermaid, could go do anthropology on the humans.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So mermaid self with like tricked out fins, shiny ones, very pretty, much nice. Still has voice, but have some sort of anthropology equipment. I would not have known the word anthropology at the time, but that's what I wanted. I was like, we stay in the water, but we can go hang out with the humans and we find out what the forks are for. You know? So I have a lot of feelings about that, because that, like thinking about what it would be like to live in the water and live in these places occupied a lot of my time when I was a kid.
I don't know if it's worth trying to get the Cyclops into that canyon.
Don't put the Cyclops in the...
I think I could do it, but I should probably hand this back to you so you can go explore that. That is my mermaid tale. I have many such tales. Oh.
But when you were like...
Here you go.
When you were like, mermaids should be porpoises, I'm like, no.
Pencil thief! Pencil... give me
okay, all right.
Pencil thief.
I just forgot where it was.
Ball in your fronds.
Okay.
Is that a 9 or a 4?
Is it angular or rounded?
Both.
It is not. Let me see that.
I don't know if that... context clues make me think that it must be a 19.
It's a 9. Oh my gosh. Context.
Okay.
Ooh. Park. Anywho, so when you were like porpoises, I was like, no, porpoises are friends. Porpoises are not self.
There was something that I was going to say about the subject. I can't remember what it was, what we were talking about. Oh, right. I didn't think about what I would ask Ursula for. But at a very young age, I sort of cracked the code on getting wishes from Genie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you wish for more wishes, or?
No, because that's disallowed. But do you know what isn't disallowed? You should grab the lead or lithium, whatever. I think that's lithium.
This one?
Yeah, because we need it to reinforce the base.
My driving...
Grab it. Grab it. Okay. Keep an eye out for more of that, because we're low on lithium right now.
You mean like this?
Yeah,
okay.
Like that.
So what do you mean by...
Careful, that will shoot you. Yeah, get back in the avocado. And just scoot along.
Oh my god. Sorry, there was a pun that just appeared.
Yeah.
Haas also means horse, also means dude.
Yeah.
Also is a type of avocado.
What? I thought that you were headed in a direction of it being just like a seahorse.
No, but yes, but also it's my Haas.
It's a
HASS is the variety, one of the most common varieties of avocado sold in the US.
All right.
Sorry.
Head to that direction, to the downed pod. You're not allowed in Aladdin's fiction. You have 3 wishes, right? You can't wish for more wishes. Mm-hmm. This is exactly what I would do, all right? Wish number 1. I wish that I was allowed to wish for more wishes. Mm-hmm. Boom. What do you have to say about that? Wish number 2. Wish for a reasonable number of additional wishes. Wish number 3. As long as I don't... don't go that way.
Okay.
See that blue?
Yeah.
We do need to go over there in a little bit. Look up. Turn back around. And look up. Is that something dangerous? Go forward just a little bit. Is that a cave entrance? Okay, we need to come back here in a little bit because there are resources we need to get from there. But for right now, go back the way you came. So that is the blood kelp zone. There are warpers there.
Sounds super friendly.
Maximum
Head back
depth
up, head up,
reached.
above crushed depth. Okay. Be more mindful of that in the future.
I'm trying to figure
You
out
might need to bunny hop up and over. Yeah.
Okay. As long as you don't what? You were saying about the wishes.
Oh yeah. So the third wish I would make would be, as long as I don't die due to the machinations of the genie.
Mm-hmm.
The genie will be freed upon my death, just as an act of goodwill.
Mm-hmm.
Of what's the phrase? Just acting in good faith.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not going to exploit this forever. I just need to do more than can be done with 3 wishes.
Yeah.
Right? So then I would use a series of wishes to just improve lives generally.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would wish for better public education. Just broadly.
Yeah.
You know? Stuff like that.
This looks like the crevasse.
Yeah. I don't think it's especially dangerous. It's just a little spooky. Did you see anything? No, I mean, it's like...
Oh, it's just right there. Oh, hi.
And it's enclosed. So I don't think that there's really room for anything too scary, right?
How many rubies is too many rubies?
We probably have enough rubies. And this area, because we can come back here...
From this marker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to pick up any more of them. There's a data pad, a data box. You should see what's in the data box, and then we should call it quits.
Okay.
What do we got?
What do
Be
we got?
good. And that is good. That's a good one.
Ultra high capacity tank.
Yeah, I believe...
Like oxygen tank?
Yes, I
Oh.
believe that is in the business. That is what is called a keeper.